Hello, guys, and welcome back to our series. So far, we've taken care of our homepage and policy page. Now it's time to work on the engine that takes appointments and makes you money. In today's video, we are going to learn how to list our services with the Wix Bookings app. So let's dive into it. If your site still doesn't have the Wix Bookings feature installed, go to the App Market button on the left. On the search bar, look for Wix Bookings and select it. This button will say Add to Site, so click on Add to Site. In my case, it says Open because I already have it installed, and you can see the upgrade button here because I haven't actually upgraded my site yet, but you should. And we've talked about that in one of the previous videos. Once you have it installed, relevant pages will be added to your site. Go to Pages and Menu on the left, go to Bookings Pages, and select Book Now. And this will be our booking page. By the way, you can edit the section background if you want to, which I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Settings, go to Design, go to Background, and there, much better. I'd like to have a more clean look. All right, so once that's taken care of, we're going to click on our Bookings element and select Manage Services. By the way, some sample services will be already added here. Make sure that you delete them by going to the three dot button and selecting delete because you don't want these fillers on your site. Or instead of deleting them, you can choose to edit them instead. So once you're going to edit or create a new service, make sure to include the name, a short tagline, a brief yet informative description of your service, the duration, the buffer time, and of course, the image. As you work on your details, you'll see a preview of your service here on the right, by the way. Moving on, don't forget to set up your price and payment as well. So choose how clients can pay for this service. It could be per session, with a plan, per session, or with a plan, so both. So this will entirely be up to you. In my case, I'd like to price it per session. I'd like to offer a fixed price and indicate the amount. Also, make sure to indicate your payment preferences. So, entire amount online, entire amount in person, etc. It all depends on you once again. If you want to add add ons, this is where you can set that up. For your location, we already set up our business location in one of the previous videos, so that will be the default over here. As for the assigned staff, we also talked about how to add staff members to your site. So you can click on here on this drop down and assign a staff, or you can simply select all of your staff. You're going to have to create a resource type that you can add here to prevent overbooking, but we won't go into details with that. Next, you can add a cover image as well as service gallery. So if you already worked with a lot of clients before, you can showcase them here so that potential clients could see the quality of your work and it would convince them to book a service with you. In my case, I still don't, so I'm just going to leave that be. Moving on, let's work on our booking preferences. So, as you know, we may have already created a privacy and policy page previously, but setting your booking policy is something you should do when creating a listing, as it lets the system know what actions your clients can do based on the policy you set up. So, click Edit Policy here. Edit your policy name, or you can also leave it as that. Next, input your policy over here. Make sure that your policy explains everything that your client needs to know. Next, let's move on to client booking rules. So allow clients to cancel their bookings online. You can tick this checkbox if you allow it. And if you do allow it, indicate whether and which time frame you can let them do that specific action. So say, for example, they can cancel up to 12 hours. That would be reasonable enough, but it all depends on you, of course. Next, allow clients to reschedule their own bookings online. If you do, once again, indicate the time period they're able to do that. Would you also like to limit early bookings? If so, indicate the earliest clients can book. So 1 week would be reasonable enough. And then limit late bookings as well. So the clients can book as late as maybe if you want to have a custom time frame, you can do so. 1 day would be enough for me, I think, but it will depend on you. Also, take care of your automatic staff assignment. So if you upgraded your plan, you'll have two options to choose from. So you can assign a staff randomly or assign staff by priority. Select one that you prefer. For payment and fees, we will be taking care of how to connect payment methods in our upcoming video. So over here, would you like to require card on file for online booking? You can tick this checkbox if you do. Same goes for charging cancellation and no-show fees. And finally, we've got intake forms. So you can start building forms to collect important info such as waivers and personal details to keep on file. This will also be up to you, but I don't think I'm going to need that. Once you're done, make sure to review all of the information that you've input. There should be no room for errors when it comes to policy. So double check, if not triple check everything to make sure that there are no mistakes. Then click save once it's all good. All right, to finish things off, we're going to move on to online bookings. So give the clients the ability to book on your site. Of course, we can enable that. You will also have a default booking form, but if you want to edit it, click on edit form over here. But make sure you save every changes you've made here first. And then for the booking requests, you can automatically accept all bookings when available, or you can manually approve or decline booking requests. So it all depends on you. In my case, I like the automatic option. Once you're done, go back to the very top and review all of your inputs. Once again, there should be no room for mistakes. Once everything's all good, then you can safely click on save. And your very first service listing should be successfully created. And if you want to add even more services, just repeat the process. And basically, that's all for today. We hope you found today's video of help. If you did, hit the like button and consider subscribing for more Wix tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you guys in the next video.